beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a pretty interesting challenge, and today's challenge is to go 24 hours without listening to music. Now if you're a big music fan like me and need it basically everywhere you go, then you know this is a pretty hard challenge. So I thought it would just be interesting to just kind of let go of stuff that I'm very much dependent on. And so it's morning right now, it's very dark outside as you can see. We're gonna get right into this challenge. I have not listened to any music yet. I've only listened to a sermon. I'm about to go work out and hopefully it's not too bad because I don't have music. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into this and then I'll meet you later in the day or tomorrow with the results. So see you then. Bye.
And I don't know why, you love that summer rain and mid-July. My last name fits you better. When I'm with you, there's no pressure. I miss your worn-out sweaters. Weather couldn't compromise our love. I spent too much time on us, and I think you got me stuck on loving. You can't function. I gotta tell you all my secrets, and you know that just ain't easy for me. Oh baby, won't you come to my town? Last time around you ain't come to my house. Stay for a while, meet my mama and my family. We'll see, let's see. I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why. You love that summer rain and mid-July. I think that we're overdue. You and I know that we'll make it through. Telling you why. Yeah, summer rain on your tattoo. I know that nobody has you. So is it me you're running back to? I'm not ashamed to say I'm attached to you. Oh no, no, no. Remember those days when we sang those songs in your old Mustang that your parents bought, when they split ways and you felt alone. So you have a couple people trying to make up for your broke heart, looking for love, and I think that I'm a good start. I know that you've been through a whole lot, but I have too. So baby, when you're missing me and it feels right, and I'm in your dreams like every night.
Hello guys, I just finished studying for the ACT and I did this in complete and utter silence. So it is very much doable. I usually try to listen to some kind of ambiance like Encanto or anything by Ambient Worlds, and I'll link them down below because I have some great ambiance music. But today it was just me and silence. So I was just studying for my ACTs and it was actually pretty helpful. This day has actually not been as bad as I thought it would be, so I'll definitely update you at the end of this video and tell you about some of the great results that I experienced once I completely finish up the 24 hours. I'll give you the full deets at the end of this video. Keep watching, stay tuned, and subscribe. I'm finally back after not listening to music for 24 hours, and let me tell you, it was something, and I actually have quite a few surprises. So at the beginning of this challenge, I really wanted to do this to kind of test myself because I'm very reliant on music in different circumstances, especially when it comes to academics. I usually need a lot of music for studying, like ambience music and other stuff like that, but sometimes in that time I'm not really completely focusing on the work because, as we know, you are technically multitasking because your brain is trying to listen to the music and do the work at the same time. So it can be kind of confusing, but I always felt that I kind of needed that, and I wanted to see if I could just go without it and the effects of that. So I'm going to get right into some of the takeaways and things that I learned throughout this, and also just the experience in general. So one of the biggest changes I had was that I usually listen to music a lot on the bus, because I have a pretty long bus ride. It's about a little over an hour. So for a couple minutes, I love music, so I'll listen to it while I'm like passing by and stuff like that, as you saw before. But this time I did not have any. So instead, I usually do read a lot for the first half of my bus ride. So I read a lot more because I could not listen to music. And I just kind of embraced just looking out and reading, and I was more aware of my surroundings than I think I usually am, which is something that I was kind of surprised by. And then, like I had said earlier, I was really dependent on music for my studying and academics, just for some ambiance, I guess you could say. So I did not have that when I was studying, but I actually did find that I was focused a lot more. So I think that was actually a really good thing. I focused more on my work. I wasn't worried about the sound or whatever. I was just like, hey, I need to get this done, and let me hurry up and get this done because I have no music and I want to do something else to have noise. But that was my experience with that part. And then another big thing is that I usually do listen to worship music in the morning and sometimes when I work out. And so I'm actually kind of gotten used to working out without music, and I'll usually just put on a YouTube video instead. However, I did not have that worship music in the morning to lead me into the day, which was something that I kind of missed. But in the end, it allowed me to value that time much more. So what did I like about it? It helped me to very much embrace silence as well as the moment at hand. And so, as you know, we're usually so caught up in these scenes of what we think a moment can be, which is one of the reasons that we really love to have music around to set the scene. But when you don't have that, you're just like, oh, I'm in this scene and I'm just going to go along with it. You're more aware of where you are than trying to imagine this other place that's more grander, but you kind of just embrace those little things a bit more. So that's something I found that I liked. And I also kind of like studying without the music because I do think it limits distractions for me, and I feel like I can get things done a lot faster as well. So I actually kind of like that. So the dislikes, as I said, I just really didn't like not having my worship music in the morning, and sometimes I do like a little music on the bus, just to go with the scene because I am very imaginative and creative. So that's something that I really did miss a little bit. That's kind of my only really dislikes. And it was also kind of really hard to do this. Just because I went 24 hours without music did not mean that I did not hear any music at all. So I just want to disclaim that because I am not in control of what other people play around me, any music that they play. So I heard things. It wasn't music that I would normally really listen to. But yeah, I did have some hearing of music. I just can't control that. So it was that, and then there was also the thing with, okay, I'm sorry, my dad just came home. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah, television. Okay, so I was watching Raising Dion, and so for that, there was also some music in that, and I tried to really skip over it so I wouldn't be exposed to it. Especially in YouTube videos and such, there is a form of music for, again, to set that scene. So that's basically the whole point of music, and now I'm really focused on the importance of it as well. So let's go to the takeaway and some lessons learned. So like the first thing I said was the number one thing was the importance of music. Can't talk back. Okay, so that's why we love it and need it. It's because it really does set the tone of all the grandiose moments in life. Instead of looking at the little things, we can kind of turn it into a much bigger picture moment that we can make up and imagine in our head with the presence of music, which is something I find myself doing a lot. But without it, we can learn to embrace every little thing and part of that scene instead of just worrying about the effects of it and the tone of it. So that's something that I really learned from it, and then it also helped me to just not be as dependent on music as I currently was, because let me tell you, I love music so much, as we all do, but like I'm a real music listener, and so it kind of can get distracting at times. So to bring it back a bit helped me to just realize, okay, I don't need this for every single thing in my life. But it is definitely a helpful tool, and music is very important. And so if you would want to partake in this challenge, I would totally suggest it, because it really helps you to kind of fast from it or deny your flesh of it, and so you can really see the importance of it and the significance of it, and then maybe eliminate some places where it maybe hurts you in life. And so this is something that I really learned, and I hope that y'all would partake in. If you want to, please let me know what you think about this challenge, if you liked it, and if you want more videos like this, please let me know in the comments down below. And please subscribe for more content like this. I have a Chloe Ting 2-week shred challenge video coming up in about maybe a week or so. So I would definitely like if y'all would stick around, hit that bell to be notified of that new video as well. And so with all that being said, goodbye and stay blessed. Bye.
Don't you worry, don't you cry. I can promise it gets better in time. Keep your